The fallout continues from a Monday visit to Arlington National Cemetery by former President Donald Trump and campaign staff who were there to mark the third anniversary of the fall of Afghanistan and pointedly the deaths of 13 service members at Abbey Gate. So on Monday, Trump and his campaign staff were at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, along with some of the families of the 13 service members killed at Abbey Gate, to lay a wreath. That area is open to the public. There could take there's videos. There weren't any really particular rules broken at that point at that time. The problem is that the cemetery, the Army cemetery, is not to be used for political purposes or partisan purposes. And that's not just rules or regulations or guidelines, that's actually federal law. So when the campaign moved on from laying the wreath and walked towards Section 60, which many current veterans consider sacred ground, where they know the names on those tombstones because they served with the people that are buried there, it took on a different level of sensitivity. A Arlington National Cemetery staffer advised that they could not conduct any sort of filming there and allegedly was shoved. Earlier today, the Army released a statement defending its staffer, defending her professionalism and the way she handled it. It has definitely divided people along both sides on, what was appropriate, whether Trump should have been there. The question of, could this actually have been used in a campaign ad? And it has. It surfaced on TikTok. The Trump campaign pushed back and released an ad that the Biden campaign put out in 2020 that has pictures of President Joe Biden at Section 60 in Arlington National Cemetery. The images that are in that ad are taken from 2010 when he was visiting a grave. And officials I spoke to said the difference between the two is that it seems like the Trump campaign showed up at Arlington National Cemetery on Monday for the purposes of filming an ad, and that they say that President Biden was there visiting a grave, and that image was later used 10 years later in his campaign.